I have a crush on this girl that lives in the same apartment complex as me. Every time I see her approaching her feels like trying to run through a brick wall. I'm just a pussy-ass little bitch. I'm a coward.
Okay. Now we should be good? Yeah, now we're good. I don't know why the mic desynced. Well, maybe you should try talking to that girl. I don't know. Maybe you could just jerk off. That works too. Thanks for the donation, though, dipshit. Are you ever gonna do a final Frank Tefano vid? Well, maybe if he dies. You think human milk should be sold in grocery stores for babies? No, that's stupid.
What's your current 1RM?
I have no idea. I am not testing my 1RM right now. Thanks for the donation, dipshit. Oh. train chest and shoulders twice a week. Is it possible blasting test will improve my poor muscle tone due to connective tissue disease and improve my pain? Well, yeah. What do you think testosterone does? I'd recommend also running human growth hormone if you can afford it. But yeah, that's what testosterone does. Oh. Yes, I train back and arms twice a week. Everything's twice a week.
Are you in a good mood, dipshit?
Pretty decent, but that could all change. Thanks for the donation, dipshit. Oh. Do you think shoulders are hard to grow? Not really. Say probably the hardest muscle group to grow would be calves. I wouldn't consider shoulders for your average person to be typically like particularly hard to grow. Seen a lot more people have problems with getting their back to grow. I think that's really just down to them not training well, though. Catnip donatillers, yeah, you probably already know this, but they found him. But some people are saying that he's a fall guy or whatever. Yeah, of course. Yeah, conservatives are going to say that because he's not trans. What's your take on to findings on Tyler Robinson? Apparently, the dude came from a conservative family and had a scholarship. He's probably just some crazy person. Like, again, usually these people don't have any obvious political affiliation and they're just kind of deranged. But we might find out more, might have made a manifesto or something. It's probably going to be unhinged and nonsensical. Thanks for the donation, though, dude.
When the Charlie Kirk killer goes to trial, I wonder what the jury in Right Her will say.
I'm on 30 milligrams test per day. So that's 210 per week. Calves look bigger? Well, thanks. I'm training them every other day now. They should get bigger pretty quickly. Especially with the roids I'm on. That should help. I actually got a proper like calf stand thing to do calf raises on. So this is 295. I'm gonna try to get at least 8 reps. Alright, perfect. That's a 1 rep PR compared to last week. Natalie Fulton posted a new video about her recent Gary stream. Yeah, who fucking cares? She's just an idiot dork.
Jury in right.
Why in the fuck? Holy shit.
Hit 225 for 12 reps on the flat bench today. Used the same weight the next 3 sets for a set of 10, a set of 8, and a set of 7.
That's pretty good, dude. You should be able to bench close to 275. Oh. Thanks for the donation, Matthew. Ooh. Ooh. I don't know why every stream for the last 2 fucking months, people keep asking me I'm on steroids. What does the title say, dude? What does the title say? No, it's $2.95. What was the name of that extra girthy big boy you were watching at the end of last night's stream? That was Andrei Smayev. I'm not sure if he's Russian or Ukrainian. I think he's Russian. But, yeah, he's... I wish I knew what steroids he was taking. Just curious. So that guy is ridiculously fucking huge. Yeah, I'm doing a separate stream later. My best bench ever was 410, and that was when I was natural. Yeah, steroids are vegan, fuckwit. They're made from soybeans. Yeah, 1500 dips, cheesecake, and steroids. He has some really weird workouts. Really weird. He does like 1500 leg raises and doesn't do squats, and his quads are just fucking massive. Like, I don't get it. Yeah, I'm obviously going to beat 410 in the future. Like, my bench is going up despite being in a caloric deficit, so... Yeah, I know they caught the shooter. It's just some white guy. Like you'd expect. What a surprise, not a tranny. Yeah, Andre's 26. He's 8 years younger than me. And he looks like he's at least like 10 years older, maybe like 15 or 20 years older, really. Could have maybe got 7, but I didn't want to fail the rep. So I just played it safe. Should be back to doing 315 for 8 to 10 pretty soon. Ugh. Recently hurt my deltoid doing bench tips for recovery. Well, your deltoid's a muscle, and you don't really use your delt for benching that much. I doubt you actually injured your delt. It's probably like the actual shoulder, one of the supporting muscles inside the shoulder, like a rotator cuff or something. Um, just go easy on it. Don't aggravate the injury. Stretch. And I'd also work on external rotation. A lot of people end up getting shoulder pain and get injured because they have weak external rotation. So I'd do some external rotation exercises.
Nick Fuentes pretending to be disheartened that Charlie Kirk died is the most hilarious and pathetic thing ever. More so than the Dean Withers video.
Yeah, Nick's a psychopath. He doesn't care about anybody other than himself. He doesn't give a shit. I think the only thing that would worry him about Charlie Kirk getting assassinated is that he knows people are targeting him too. That's the only thing that he's really concerned with. Thanks for the donation though, Ben Boy. How does it feel being on steroids? You just feel better. Just better, more capable. More energy, more strength, power. And I just feel mentally a lot more clear and alert. Feels great. No, haven't made a video on why I went on gear yet. I'm gonna make that soon. Might even film it today if I have time. It's not that complicated. Nah, I think steroids are gonna help me beat Battletoads. Before asking me a stupid question, like whether or not steroids are vegan, how about you just use fucking Wikipedia? Yeah, they're fucking vegan, idiot. They're made out of fucking soybeans. What do you think, they're made out of crushed up baby ducks or something?
My chest wasn't really my strong point. I've been hitting bench and dips on every workout session and doing dumbbells and ups at the end of my workout, and on rest days I just been eating more. Vegan diet is extremely easy and hardly no bloating.
Yeah, if you have lagging muscle groups, oftentimes it's just because they're not getting trained hard enough. It's not necessarily like a genetic weak point, it's just they need more attention. But that's good. Thanks for the donation, Strength.
Are steroids vegan dipshit? Huh? Answer the question, fucking idiot.
I'll show you just how vegan they are. Thanks for the donation, dipshit. Hey, we're gonna do dips. Ooh.
Beef, what a relief. When will this poisonous product cease? This is a public service announcement. L7 octillion 777 septillion 777 sextillion 777 quintillion 777 quadrillion 777 trillion 777 billion 777 million 777,777.
Well, thank you for that. Thanks for the donation, Rusty Shackelford. How much do I weigh now? I weighed in at 210 for the last 3 days. Weighed in at around 210. I was 210 one morning, 207, then 209, then 210. So I'm hovering around 210 now. I've definitely put on a fair bit of muscle since, August 1st when I hopped on. What shirt size do you wear? It's usually like a XL.
I can't believe that Gigliardo was the shooter. Did you know about this?
No, I didn't. I didn't know that was Gig. Thanks for the donation, Ben Boy. Oof. 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 Oh.
Good evening VG, I just came here and I'm glad to see you're here with us steaming. The following is for whenever you feel like reacting. Hope you do soon and save it meanwhile. You'll never guess who uploaded what kind of video again. youtube.com/watch?v equals QMVA.
Alright, we'll watch that later tonight. Thanks for the donation, Stitching No Fat.
I haven't picked a vegan chick before. Is there a difference VG? Is it a lot more refreshing down there?
Yeah, they smell better. Thanks for the donation, Strength.
So turns out the shooter was Mitt Romney, Republican lol. Bro played Helldivers and Paradox games. Wrote if you read this you're Galamau on one of the bullets. Raised by Mormons. Could possibly be a groiper still. But looks like a typical Mormon guy.
Yeah, we'll look into the guy's backstory and shit, and possible motives on stream. It's like I said, like, in all likelihood, shooter isn't going to be some, like, tranny. And yeah, it seems like the dude leans more conservative. But, yeah. It's probably just some conservative who hates Charlie Kirk or just went nuts, wanted attention or something. But thanks for the donation, retard. Oh. I love hearing stupid comments when I'm working out. Do you feel a lot stronger on gear? Well, yeah. It's not just strength, but it's also power production. You produce a lot more power. I'm I'm still dieting, so I'm not at peak strength and shit, and I've only been on for a month, but my strength and power has increased despite dieting. And I've gained weight, even though I'm on a diet. Ugh. Ugh. Thanks for the membership, Hassan.
You can believe it, or you can doubt it. Let us bring now with the cow. You, ara, you, ara, you, ara, you, ara, you, ara, you, ara. Hope you have a good workout, VG. Also, where did you get that Stitch shirt? My daughter loves Stitch.
Walmart. Got it at Walmart. Thanks for the donation, dude.
Fuck me butthole, 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 fuck me buthole, fuck me butthole, fuck me butthole, fuck me butthole, fuck me butthole, fuck poopy butt. Yeah, it was just confirmed by the FBI that it was gig. I don't know why people are trying to make it a race thing. He isn't a white or black man, he is blue. It was blue on white crime.
Alright, well, that's a shame.
Hello, I'm Jimbo. I'm gay and I love eating semen. Hello, yes, it's me Jimbo. My name is Jimbo in chat. Here's $3 black nigga monkey.
Alright, well, thanks for that, Jimbo. Appreciate it. Oh. Oh. So we're not looking too bad. Yeah, there's a good chance I'm gonna compete. Why take steroids? Well, what do you think fucking steroids do, dude? It's like asking somebody why they drive a car. What's your favorite vegan protein powder? Lately it's been the Canada protein Bulk vegan protein powder. I can get it for cheap. I think I got 10 kilograms. I think it was $300. Something like that. Tastes really good and mixes well.
Didn't you do a big cut right before you got on the roids? I have roids too. Hemorrhoids.
Yeah, I did. I did. Thanks for the donation, fart fucker. Telling me I'm on steroids because I'm insecure is like telling anybody they're exercising because they're insecure. You're a fucking idiot. Yeah, if somebody wants to better themselves, look better, be stronger, have more energy, oh, they must be insecure. Why don't they be a fat fucking retarded loser like me? Oh, you don't eat junk food so that you like stay lean and fit? Oh, you're insecure. You're a fucking moron. All right. Oh. Oh. Any health concerns with steroids? Yeah, obviously, jackass.
Favorite gym equipment manufacturer? I couldn't place what rack you were using, but mine is a bit rickety on the rings. Big fan of the stuff Bells of Steel makes, but can't imagine their labor being ethical coming from China.
All fitness equipment comes from China. Where do you think the steel comes from? So all of it's in China. There may be a few exceptions. Maybe some of the stuff Eleiko makes. Maybe some of the stuff Rogue makes. But it all comes from China, so who fucking cares? If Chinese people want to live in shitty working conditions and obey their stupid dumb fuck communist government so that you can get cheap fitness equipment, let them. What the fuck do you care if some idiot Chinese worker throws himself off a building in a factory? It's their choice. They're the ones who want to live in that society, so just take advantage of it and get cheap equipment. Yeah, Bells of Steel makes good stuff. Um, Rogue is overpriced. I think is Rep is one of the best manufacturers, and they're fairly reasonably priced. Eleiko is like super top expensive tier. The rack I have is from Northern Fitness. It's just I think it's literally the same as the Bells of Steel. I think it's a white label product from China. No, I don't have arm days. I just do triceps when I train chest, and I do biceps when I train back. The assassin allegedly said he didn't like Charlie for spreading hate. That's what he allegedly told people. Get out of there. Dude, the amount of horse shit that's being spread around on the internet over this, like, unless it's a statement coming from the police or FBI, I wouldn't trust it. So how many people are saying the shooter was some trans person? So I wouldn't just take that at face value. Came from the FBI statements today. He also thought Charlie was a fascist. Well, JD Vance called Trump Hitler. So doesn't mean the guy's necessarily left wing for saying that. Steven Crowder said he had inside sources saying it was a trans shooter yesterday. Yeah. His sources are clearly very reliable. What are you doing, Gummy? Hmm? Oh. What's this big kitty doing? Hmm? What's my big kitty up to? You being a big fuzzy boy? You know I love my big kitty. You're so big and handsome. Yeah, you're so big and handsome. I love you, you know that? Yes, I love you. Gummy, get out of the way of the heater. Yeah, you're a silly kitty. Gummy, get out of the way of the fucking heater. Jeez. If I was gonna compete in bodybuilding, it would be classic physique. Ooh. Ugh.
How do I convince my mum and girlfriend they have no reason to be in a gym? I think people who just want to lose weight or be physically active go to gyms because they think it's what they should do, but it's unnecessary for most people in my opinion.
Why the fuck do you care? If they want to train at a gym, let them train at a fucking gym. Why are you being a judgmental fuckwit? It's the stupidest fucking question you could have possibly fucking asked me. Oh, why are you going to exercise? Why would you lift weights? Why are you trying to get stronger? Don't do that. Yeah, stop fucking being a fucking pest. How about that? What are your health concerns with steroids, lipids, and blood pressure? Oh. Ugh. The only PR goals I have for bench are setting like rep PRs. I don't really care about a 1 rep max right now. So if I could do like 405 for a set of 10, that'd be fantastic. Like, or just repping 405 for like 5 at least. That'd be good. I'll get there eventually. Oh, gum gum. Could you not ruin my clothes? No. It's tacking the string on my shorts. It's very silly. Why are you such a silly kitty? No, Gummy's not on steroids. He's just huge. Ugh.
Why do these people hate trans so much? It seems like they are now the scapegoat for everything.
Because they're gay retards. The only reason people hate trans people is because they're insecure with their own sexuality, and I think a lot of dudes either find trans women attractive, or when they see a chick with a bigger dick than them, they end up getting like weird feelings, and yeah, and then they lash, like the way they cope for it is just by hating on them. Similar thing happened with gay people. You had all these like anti-gay movements, and it's just because, you know, these people are fucking gay and they don't know how to deal with their feelings, and then they just end up hating on gay people. Thanks for the donation though, Ben Boy. I'm not taking any oral steroids. I inject. Oral steroids are pretty much all stupid. And I'm injecting into my delts, not my ass. I mean, get out of the heater. Jeez. Oh. All right. I think I'm fully pumped up now. That is a sickening, pissening chest pump. Yeah, I think my left... I think it's just because of the pump. For some reason, my left pec is more pumped up. Usually my right pec is the one that looks bigger.
I had some jasmine rice for lunch and it made me think of you for some reason.
Yeah,
what
weird.
will you be having for your main meal today?
I don't know what you mean by main meal. I have 3 meals a day. I have 3 meals a day. And, next meal I'm gonna have is gonna be tofu rice with broccoli and Brussels sprouts. Congratulations, you're banned. Getting a bit over 200 grams of protein right now. I think it's like around 220. Fuck.
Patrick Babamian is coming to my town Sunday for a speaking event. Actually kinda close to you, relatively speaking. Ever interact with the guy? I feel like y'all would get along.
Yeah, we're friends on Facebook. Is he coming to Canada? I don't know where his speaking events are. Thanks for the donation, Cowboy Moon. Oh. Yeah, dumbass, I'm never coming off steroids. Why do people ask me, what are you gonna do when you come off? Why would I come off? Just fucking dumb. I haven't tested my blood pressure yet. It's probably a little higher, but I have a tendency to have low blood pressure. So I'm not really too worried about it right now, and I'm not taking that much. I'm gonna get a blood pressure monitor in the next week or two.
Sup Richard? Thoughts on this throwback video?
I'm not reacting to stuff now. George Lehman, yeah, I'm not reacting to stuff now. I've seen that. Like, whatever, he deadlifted 815. Thanks for the donation, dude. Would you consider EQ a mild steroid? I don't know what the fuck you mean by that. Ugh. I think Gummy's getting hungry. He's getting the zoomies. Patrick's coming to Michigan, so 5-ish hours from Toronto. I see. If I lived in like London, Ontario, or Windsor, I'd maybe bother going, but that's a little far away for me. Is he planning to go to Toronto? Because I know there's a Toronto Veg Fest soon. How do you even get steroids? You order them online. In Canada, steroids are legal, so it's not illegal to order them online. I weigh 210 pounds right now. You can buy steroids online anywhere, dude. It's just in Canada it's illegal. The police can't do anything to you. Gummy, okay, yeah, alright. Okay, you're going upstairs. Fucking jackass. Holy fuck. Oh. VegTO's having a trans drag show. That's great.
Gigglyardo is gay, 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 Gigglyardo is gay. You ara, you ara, you ara, you ara. 7 November 777 October 777 September 777 Sexter 777 Quindecillion 777 Quatuor Decillion 777 Tridecillion 777 Duodecillion 777 Undecillion 777 Decillion 777 nonillion 777 octillion 777 septillion 770.
Alright, well thanks for the donation, Ben Boy. Do you ever get lightheaded on overhead press? Yep. Pretty much every time. Sometimes I can't even do overhead press because I just keep passing out. I think it's when the vagus nerve gets compressed or something and it causes hypotension. It's probably the #1 exercise for making people faint. Are you on high or low training volume? I don't know. I don't care. I do the volume that I need. What's the belt brand? Strength Shop. They sell vegan-friendly belts. Oh. Do you know there's a condition that causes people to sneeze when they go from dark into bright light? That sounds like you made it up. Never heard of that. Who's your bodybuilding inspiration? Guts from Berserk and Kazuya Mishima from Tekken 8. Oh crap. I forgot where I was for a second. I'm gonna try not to faint when I do the working set. I always have issues with fainting on overhead press, especially when I'm dieting. Ugh. It's a real condition I have called photic sneeze reflex. It's very weird. I prefer doing standing overhead press. It's just more fun. It's seated overhead press isn't any better for my fainting either. I faint during seated overhead press too. What's your current job? Begging for money online. Are you focusing on that deep stretch? The fuck does it look like I'm doing? Focusing on getting the fucking weight up. Nice and easy. That went up easier than last week. Who's that balding goblin you watch with the shit overhead press form, weird racist takes, strong roided up guy? That is Buck Tow Truck. He's funny. Yeah, he has some like I don't know if he's just doing like the base conservative thing or what, but he's funny. Why is enhanced in your title? Because I'm enhanced.
Whenever I see someone mention veganism online, the comments are very negative. It seems like the world has become more hostile towards veganism rather than less in the last 15 years. What do you think?
Yeah, probably. It's because there's just a lot of butthurt fucktards who know vegans are right. So, they're just whining and crying about veganism all the time now. But whatever. They're all just pencil neck fucking weaklings. Thanks for the donation, though, E-Nation. Yeah, I'm gonna make another Worst of the Fitness Industry video at some point.
Sup Richard. I was reviewing Dallas McCarver's autopsy results. His test was 55,000 nanograms/Dl. That's not a typo. How TF is this possible?
Well, wasn't that from a urine analysis, not from a blood test? So you excrete your hormones through your feces and urine. If you do a urine analysis, yeah, it can be that high.
Do you think the haters are just jealous of your gains?
Well, yeah, obviously. Thanks for the donation, Ben Boy. Highest serum test level that I've ever heard of, I think, was just under 30,000 nanograms per deciliter. Like, if you inject a ton of test, especially, like, you can get your test as high as you want to if you're using test suspension. So, if you take like a fuck ton of test suspension, then get your blood tested, it'll be through the roof. But even like test propionate, if you take really high doses constantly, yeah, you can get your test through the roof. I think Chase Irons did an experiment where he got his test up to 20,000. Thanks for the donation, though, Saxby. Oof. Nice and easy. That moved a lot better than last week. Did you hear about the cabin break-in murders in the 90s? Robbers film themselves, waiting for the family to return. No. Never heard of that. Yes. I hopped on steroids. That's why it says that in the fucking title. And that's also why I gained 10 pounds recently, and I'm way bigger. Face IQ did a rating on the Kirk shooter. Sub 5, unfortunately. Face IQ is a fucking moron. That guy is so stupid. Oh. I already have an OnlyFans. Had one for years now. Collab with the Trend Twins. I don't think they'd want to do a collab with me. They're pretty gay when it comes to Israel-Palestine. You fucking baby, you should look what Israel's doing.
Time for some classic spam slash backslash 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 slash vertical bar tilde 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 inverted question mark inverted exclamation mark 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 inverted question mark inverted exclamation mark.
Thanks for the donation, Fruitcake. Oh my god. What's the average set now? Like, I think I have to ban like 4 or 5 people each fucking stream because they just say the stupidest fucking shit. Why do you have an OnlyFans? Gee, why the fuck do people do porn? I wonder if it has something to do with money. Fucking idiot. Yeah, not everyone's a fucking fat, disgusting slob like you, and they can actually make money by looking good on the fucking internet. And it's not like I have a little fucking pencil dick like you either, so I actually have something to show off. Sphere dropped Epitome 9, pretty cringe, yeah. Somebody looked into a few of the people that he put in that Epitome series, and some of them were literally never vegan. Like, literally never followed a plant-based diet. I think one of them was actually eating raw meat. But yeah, is he ever going to put me in the Epitome series? No. It's just a fucking loser. Yeah, I'd travel to the US for speaking events or clubs. Might end up doing some stuff like that next year. Yeah, I might end up coming to the UK next year. We're gonna have to see. How long do you think it would have taken you to make these gains without roids? Like years, probably. I've made more progress in about a month and a half than I could realistically make in a single year. It'd probably take me at least 3, really. That's assuming perfect training, don't get injured, this and that. Never been to the UK. Been to the US a few times. I've been to Cuba. Um, I was in the Netherlands airport, but I never really went to the Netherlands. I was at the Netherlands Schiphol airport though, and I've been to Belgium. That's it. You'd go to speaking events after this shit. Like, I guess Muslims would try to kill me, but yeah, I mean, it'd probably be an acid attack or a knife attack if it was the UK. The UK is so fucking retarded. Such a shithole country. Am I shooting myself in the foot by just doing deadlifts and pull-ups for back? I'm also doing overhead press. Train whatever way you want that you find enjoyable and that's sustainable. Like, if you want to do more bodybuilding focused training or develop like a more built physique, obviously it'd be recommended to include more exercises in your routine. But if you can't be fucked and you're not interested in it, you don't have to do it. You don't have to do any type of exercise you don't want to do. Yeah, the whole world is a shithole. That is true. I don't think there's anywhere on the planet that isn't retarded, to some degree. Ooh. Yeah, I'd never travel to a Muslim majority country. And I'm sure in the next 10 years or so, the UK is going to end up being on that list. Animal liberation donatillers, have you thought of any lyrical ideas? I've been super busy over the last few days, so no, I haven't been able to. Probably over the weekend I'll have some time, and I'll send you a message about it. Thanks for that donation, Animal Liberation. What was I talking about? UK Muslim immigration. Can't remember what I was even going to say. VG, why did you say back surgery was usually unnecessary? I never said that. And a mismanagement, I'm curious, I never said that. I don't know, I also don't know what the fuck you mean by back surgery. There's a lot of different back surgeries. The only thing I said is herniated discs usually heal on their own.
How dare you lie to us? US your loyal followers in Vegan Brotherhood and Gay Olewale. We support your drug habit and keep gummy fed. We need a better answer than sometime in the near future, man. When is next worst of fitness industry coming? You gay.
It'll come when it comes, okay? The next person on my list is probably going to be Revival Fitness. I hate that jackass. He's a lying, manipulative idiot. But yeah, it's probably going to be him. Thanks for the donation, though. Less is more. How much weight is this? 61 pounds. The handles are 11 pounds. I don't know why they're not 10. They're 11, but yeah, it's 61 pounds total. Don't use traction on your penis, it will cause scar tissue. Yes, I'll be sure not to do that. What's your body fat at around now? It's right around 10%. Ugh. I added some calories back in because I was so low on energy, and I'm pretty happy with my body composition right now. So I'm still probably in a caloric deficit. It's just not as severe as before.
Hi vegan gains, do you think snorting ketamine is vegan? I just love going into the K-hole.
Yeah, I think it would be vegan. It's not necessarily good for you, but I think it would be vegan. Thanks for the donation, though. Hell yeah. No, I'm not natural. That's why I've made a bunch of social media posts saying I'm on steroids, and that's why every single fucking workout stream in the title it says I'm on steroids. I don't know if Mike O'Hearn is quite lolcow status. Like, you can say what you want about him being a lying fucking scammer, but I don't think he's at lolcow status, just a jackass. Like, Blaha is a lolcow. Like, not only is he a lying idiot, but, like, he literally has nothing to show for it. Whereas Mike O'Hearn, like, he's actually jacked. Yeah, HM, that's not true. Complete tendon avulsions can heal on their own. They don't all need surgery. So even if you have a completely avulsed tendon that snaps off the bone, it can reattach on its own. Usually they do require surgery, but sometimes they just heal on their own. Yeah, we'll probably watch the new Pierce video later. What are your dream collabs with other creators? I don't really give a shit. I asked Vince Gooderum, and he said his peak physique was better than yours. Yeah, sure it was. I'm sure it was. Yeah, we've seen his bodybuilding photos. What's your favorite rowing variation for mid upper back? Probably the Yates row. Yes, I've reacted to the Del Rey Misfits. Stop asking me if I'm going to go on a PCT. It's a stupid fucking question.
Vegan gains. You are such a friggin' vegan bro.
Yeah, I know. Thanks for the donation, Ghost of Genova. Ugh. This feels pretty easy. I'll just do 135 next set. Oh. All right, I think that is perfect. I'll just stick with that weight. Yeah, my workouts are usually around 2 hours. Might be able to get through workout a little faster if I'm not live streaming, but they're usually around 2 hours. Oh. One more set of this, and then skull crushers, and then Just some calf raises. Oh. 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 Why do you do so many redundant exercises? Yeah, buddy. I don't need fucking training advice from a fucking pencil neck. So if you think you can train better than me, then go have at it. Oh, I just realized. Oh. Bye. Don't need your training advice. Go be a fucking weak little beta male loser somewhere else. My rent isn't $500. Oh. Oof. Oh. Oh. What fucking laptop are you buying where they solder all the parts? I've literally never seen that. I think you already know my opinion on Chromebooks. I haven't been swimming in years. I used to do competitive swimming, but I don't like going out to public swimming pools because they're gross and they're filled with people. And I haven't been to the beach in a while. I don't know where people make shit up from. I said I was on 30 milligrams test per day, and I started off with 4 IUs of growth hormone, and I switched it to 5. Where did you get 175 from? Is there any healthy, crazy benefits to garlic and onions? Yeah, it makes you immune to bullets. If Charlie Kirk had garlic and onions before he did that, speaking event, he would have lived. Oh. Oh. All right, now we just got to do some calf raises. Then we're all donesy onesie. Got a pretty sickening, pissening pump right now. Tricep pump. Ooh. It's actually hard to squeeze my tricep. I think over here, the lighting's a little better. Oh. You got me onto rice cakes. Yeah, rice cakes are pretty dope. My favorite flavor is the apple cinnamon. They're really fucking good. I don't really eat those much because of the added sugar, but kind of as a treat. I'll get a pack and just have one or two with my normal rice cakes. What's the next piece for the home gym? Probably a hack press or a leg press. Some leg equipment. This is a pain in the ass. Shit. Oh. Oh my god. I think I'm gonna have to start using the safety squat bar that I have to do that. Once I can do more weight. Oh crap. Do you eat less on rest days? No, not really. If my appetite isn't up for it, then maybe, but pretty much eat the same every day. If I eat the same amount, it's not like I'm going to store extra body fat. You're just going to have more glycogen in your liver and muscles, and then you'll have more energy the next day. I can only use the tracking thing for my video camera, not the webcam. Getting a good calf pump from that. This reminds me of that South Park episode when Randy had elephantitis on his balls. Yeah, kind of. Can you muscle up? I almost certainly can. I haven't done them because the ceiling's too low. But I think I've gotten 8 reps on pull-ups with an extra 80 pounds. So pretty sure my strength to weight ratio on pull-ups is more than adequate to do a muscle up. I want big, thick-ass calves. I'm gonna fucking get them, buddy. Doing calves now every other day. Do you think most movies now are being made to pander to feminism? A lot are. Don't know if I could say most. Problem with most movies is that they're just shit. Junk volume much. Yeah, so are you bigger and stronger than me? Okay, yeah, that's what I fucking thought. So, the person who's smaller and weaker is telling me that I don't know how to train. Alright. Yeah, I'm still dieting. I up my calories, but I'm still in a deficit. Well, I've got the safety squat bar. I think once I can use more weight than this, I'm going to have to use the safety squat bar to do, fuck it. We can actually try to set that up right now, because I'm going to have to do that eventually anyway. Ugh. I think what I'll do is I'll use the safeties, because this is fucking annoying anyway. Yeah, something like that. We'll just slowly add weight so I don't hurt myself. Is it better to do a seated calf raise to actually hit the soleus? Seated calf raises are the most useless exercise, and you hit the soleus anyway when you do standing calf raises. Ugh. So don't ever do seated calf raises. They're a waste of time. Just do standing. And if you're lucky, You might have a gym that has donkey calf raises. Those are also good. But just do standing. Seated calf raises are a complete waste of time. Yeah, this is way better. So I think 3 plates aside is basically going to be the same as the like belt. Is working out when sick a bad idea? Probably. I would avoid doing that. Ugh. That feels different. Like harder. Oh no, wait, I guess. No, I'm a retard. That is heavier. I'll do one more set. Yeah, that would be heavier than the belt. But I'm getting a good calf pump from that. What's the size of the uprights? I think it's 2x3. Yeah, it's 2x3. Not planning on getting any more pets, no. Are donkey calf raises better than the standing one? Possibly. They cause more of a stretch in your calves. At the end of the day, it probably doesn't really matter. What made you go enhanced? You were jacked before. Wanted to get more jacked. Oh, that works really well. Yeah, I was thinking of actually spending money on a calf raise machine, but then I remembered I had that Milwaukee miter saw stand, and I figured I'd try doing calf raises on that, and it works perfectly. So, $0 versus like $1,000 for a fucking stupid calf raise machine. Wait, let me try to get better lighting. I think my left calf might be, I don't know, maybe it's the angle of the camera. Well, they're looking better anyway. Not quite as thin. It's better. Quads are coming in too. Ooh. I'm gonna try to not show my weenie.
Durian Rider, is Jasmine still fat? Is Durian Rider still stronger and better looking than you? Durian Rider is more toned than you for sure, but is Jasmine still fat and obese?
So, I'm happy with my quad development so far. They're definitely getting a lot bigger and leaner because I'm dieting. But shit's looking good, I'd say. Everything's everything's growing. Oh. Everything's growing. And I'm making some lean gains. So can't complain. Ugh. All right. Well, that's it for the workout. Yeah, I'm not natural anymore. That's why it says enhanced in the title. All right. Well, hope you all had fun. Big thanks to everybody who donated on Streamlabs. Yeah, it's only been 42 days. Hopped on August 1st. So, yeah, making really good progress. And, obviously, if needed, we can always up the dose. But right now, I'm making a lot of good progress, so I'm not going to bother adjusting the gear doses. But yeah, I'll be streaming later. We'll look at the updates to the Charlie Kirk situation. But big thanks to everybody who donated on Streamlabs. Really appreciate it. As always, keep making those vegan gains, and I'll see you on later.